It lasted less than a month. The prosecution used the threat of the death penalty against the Rosenbergs in hopes that it would persuade them to incriminate others involved in the spy ring. In particular, the prosecution believed if they held the death penalty over Ethel, Julius would fold. He would not. In fact, the US government offered to spare the lives of the Rosenbergs if only they would confess their own guilt and give names of other spies. They doubled down, releasing a statement saying, "By asking us to repudiate the truth of our innocence, the government admits its own doubts concerning our guilt. We will not be coerced, even under the pain of death, to bear false witness." So after all the evidence was laid out during the trial, and several key witnesses implicated Julius, none bigger than his brother-in-law David, who would be sentenced to 9 years in prison but released after just 6.5. The Rosenbergs, on the other hand, were sentenced to die via the electric chair. This caused quite the controversy at the time, with large protests forming in the US as well as Western Europe. Additionally, famous figures like Albert Einstein and Pablo Picasso opposed the sentencing and appealed directly to President Truman for clemency. In fact, Picasso wrote in a communist newspaper saying, "The hours count, the minutes count. Do not let this crime against humanity take place." Nobel Prize winning writer Jean-Paul Sartre called the trial illegal lynching.